You will be stuck in that job that you hate for the next 5 years if you don't get up and get comfortable with taking risk. Welcome to the Karizme channel, where we help women transition from the corporate life to entrepreneurship by launching and growing your profitable business with Karizme. So, in today's video, we're going to go over how to get comfortable with taking risk because you've been playing small and now we got to go big. All right. So, number one, start with small and calculate a risk. What I need you to do is don't be afraid to start learning about being in business prior to you leaving your job. What I don't want you to do is to quit your job and go full blown into starting a business. And next thing you know, you start stressing about money. So if you have an idea and you would like to know about how to start, where to go, where to find funding, all these things like that, it's time for you to start doing research. Start doing research, start paying for a coach, start taking courses, invest in these small calculated risks. It is a risk that you're taking by taking someone's course, not knowing what you're going to get out of it, if it's going to be all fluff or if it's going to be extremely comprehensive. However, it is not a full blown risk of paying to start a brand new business in full and then you don't make your money right away. This is what I mean by taking small calculated risks, because when you start doing these small actions towards your dream goal, towards your dream business, this will become more fruitful because you took your time going slowly and getting things done one at a time versus screw it, I quit, I gotta go, I move on. Next thing you know, you like, oh wait, I have this full list of things to do. There are literally about 12 different departments in business that you have to set up prior to starting. And each of them have also 12 steps. I'm sorry, each of them has about 10 steps for you to accomplish prior to feeling completed when it comes to different things in your business that you have to accomplish. Like, for example, there's learning about leadership, learning about branding, learning about marketing, learning about documentation, which is proper documents for your business, learning about how to incorporate your business. So the whole incorporation process, that's another 10 steps. And then you have funding, and then you have sales, and then you have human resources, and then you have customer service. There's also 10 steps with that. And you have technology, learning about the different softwares that you need and tools to grow your business, to automate your business. So there's so much to learn. However, you just don't want to just carry on and just go full force without setting these all the way up. Even if it's just paying someone or paying for a program or cohort just to learn how this go, getting a membership with a chamber of commerce, going to these free resources within your county government that helps businesses. All these things matter because you are taking these small steps towards your achieving your goal. So by the time a year from now, you will be ready, fully ready to go. But what you don't want to do is to stay stagnant. Next thing you know, you wake up 5 years later and you're like, wait, when did time go? Where did time go? Time went when you sit your butt at the desk every day and not going after what you want. You know you want to have a business. Then why are you taking time? Why are you wasting time? I just want to know, why are you wasting time? Why you don't have a business yet? Right. Because you don't know that you have all the choices in your world to create the life that you want. And that start by taking these small calculated risks. So, number two, you need to assess worst case scenarios realistically. Because what you think might be worst case scenarios is probably level one in business. However, because you don't know what you don't know, so you start panicking on things that you feel like is going to make a huge difference in your life. So, for example, we talking about incorporation, right? If you wanted to start a C corp type of business, but you've never created your meeting minutes, right? That can really frustrate someone if you like 1 year in and they're doing audits and they ask you about your meeting minutes because you never created one. You're like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. But it's okay. Most people who have an LLC or a C corp never truly done a meeting minute because they don't. It's only them as the employer. You don't have a board. So usually, if you don't have a board, it's not fully required to have meeting minutes. But if you do, it is required, and you have to keep that somewhere safe. So those are the things that we can think about. Oh my goodness, I never had that. But when you start going down the line of the requirements list, you're like, wait, I don't fit that particular status. So I don't have to stress myself over things that doesn't really matter. If you thinking about what if I get sued for this and that, guess what? That's an easy fix. That is just a liability insurance. Get a $2 million liability insurance, workers' compensation for a second insurance, and that can cover you. And each of them are $300 a year. So knowing these things, knowing these terms and how much they're going to cost you can really alleviate some of these scenarios that you might think might come up. However, what I want you to do though, I want you to create a list of all the possible worst case scenarios. Write them down and then start researching the solution to those scenarios. And I promise you, most of them probably do have a solution. Probably do have a solution. If not, there's someone that could become your mentor to know the solution to your problem. And then you stop freaking out because you are worried over things that really don't matter. So I need you to stop overthinking that the world is out to get you before you even start. So stop overthinking about these weird scenarios that might happen, and they probably never will happen. I think one of the scary scenarios that some people think about is receiving bad reviews. There's no such thing as bad review. A bad review is an opportunity to fix it or an opportunity to bring you more clients. Because one thing that happens with bad press, more people will become more curious about you. Even if it's tea that they are after about your company, once they start researching and see that there are others who actually like you versus the one person that's making noise for you, let them make noise for you. Because the people that want to find out the truth about you will find out the truth about you. And those who find out the truth about you, they'll become a loyal customer because they make the choice for themselves and not allow someone or a negative situation cloud their judgment. There will be some, but I promise majority of people who will come across your information from a bad review and bad press will probably start digging about you. And then once they figure out, oh, it's not that bad. It's just one person. It's just one mistake. And if they see that you have tried to resolve the situation and the disgruntled customer just would not let up, that is on them. And some people will see that as, well, they tried. So at least they are cognizant of this situation of them trying to apologize and fix it and remedy the situation. But if they see that and they're like, well, if I deal with her, I know for sure if something happened, they will do their best. So I'm gonna deal with her. I'm gonna sign up or buy her stuff and continue moving on and not really care. This person is just mad that they didn't get their way. It could result to something like that. So don't overthink some situations because you feel like it may or may not happen to you. So don't stress, relax. It's not that deep. You'll be okay. You shall be okay. All right. If you can do us a favor, we are growing this community of founders. Please like this video. Be sure to share this video to everyone that you know. Comment below anything from this video that you took away from what I've said, please comment in. Please drop that in the comments. Let me know how you like what I say in this video, and also subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a video on this channel. All right, to continue to number 3, you need to learn from past mistakes and failures. That is the best thing that can happen to you. You can write down everything that has happened to you and realize how you overcame them, and that should put your mind at ease. That should definitely put your mind at ease because you are not the first and you definitely will not be the last to go through what you went through. However, what you've gone through can help you manage stress for future reference because stress will come. In business, stress will definitely show up. And when they show up, because you have already assessed your past trials and tribulation, and you have realized that, you know what, I have survived this type of situation, I think you will be better equipped to deal with more dire situation because you have found a way to keep yourself in good energy, at a patience, at a form of decorum, because some people will come into your life to make you come out of character and really push your buttons. But if you saw that you rose above, like Michelle Obama said, when people go low, we go high. So once you can see yourself having to go high when people are trying to make you go low, and that's how people will start respecting you because they realize you are not acting out of character over small things. It may be big to the other person, but to you, do not do not escalate. Do not escalate. Whatever you do, do not escalate. Fight the urge to escalate the situation. Fight the urge. And if it's push come to shove, take him to court. Fight that way. Fight legally, but do not escalate anything in person. Do not raise your voice. Do not put hands on nobody. Do not do anything that would jeopardize the livelihood of your family and also jeopardize your reputation. Your reputation from here on out, from when you want to start a business, your reputation is number one. Your reputation is exactly what you need to worry about 24/7 because people will come for you. The haters will come for you. The haters will come for you. They will come for your throat. And I promise you, it is not because they want to. It's not because they plan on it. It just happens. It's a part of the game. People will come from out of the woodworks and start causing chaos. But you have to remain stoic. You have to remain strong. You have to remain patient and just take it in and feel confident that you were prepared for this. You're not new to this. This is your life. You've got this. The past have prepared you for this. I promise you. And if not, get a mentor, get a coach like myself to help you with this process. But I promise you, a lot of your past mistakes and failures are there to guide you. Even at your job, there are skills that you have learned, mistakes that you made at your job that you probably have fixed over time that will definitely come in handy when it comes to your business. The structure that you've had to adhere to at your job will definitely come in handy because you also need to have structure in business, and that is something that you can really take with you as you grow your brand new business. All right. So, number 4, you need to develop a proactive, growth oriented mindset. So, when it comes to growing your business, you have to create a mindset of good things will happen for me as long as you're willing to do the work. As long as you do your part, the universe will follow. If you do A, B, C, D and F should follow because that's the law of nature. So as above, so below. You know, the law of attraction works in a in, in a give and take movement, right? You give good energy, it gives it back to you. That yin and yang factor, you know. So if you are starting from a proactive mindset and say, okay, I'm willing to protect my business, I'm willing to protect my future by taking these necessary steps ahead of time to prevent this and this from happening. So if I see that for me to grow my business, I need to devote time to learn. I need to devote time to create content ahead of time, batch create, whatever you want to call it, right? This will help you on those days where you don't feel like doing anything. On the days where you want to be lazy, you remind yourself, oh, wait, I have content already created. Let me just post it. Because you took the time when you had the energy to batch create. That is a part of being proactive. On the days that you don't want to do something, but the days that you actually do, take all the time. Whenever you have that crazy boost of energy, do it because there will be a time where you have this long list of tasks you have to do and then you realize, wait, I did some of these on this list. And you start, you know, remembering like, okay, let me go find it. I know I did. I know I just did. I know I wrote this down in my notes. Let me find it, you know. Let me look it up. I know, dang, wow. I learned this in school before. Hold on. This sounds familiar. You know, so as you can see, I have my lovely notebook here um, to make sure I stay on track because I want to make sure that I tell you exactly what I want to discuss today in this video. However, back to what I was discussing. So, in the event of being proactive, is to do things you don't want to do to avoid things that you don't feel like doing later. So, what you don't want to do is get so wrapped up into building and building and selling and selling and selling, and you overlooking the actual monotonous part of the business. So, if you want to be proactive, being proactive mean like, okay, I'm creating my service agreement now before I launch. I'm creating my operating agreement now before I start having business partners. I'm creating my business plan now before I start getting invited to networking events. I'm creating my pitch deck now before I start getting invited to like Chamber of Commerce's event because you may never know. You probably attend one of those networking events and someone invite you to a pitch competition. You're like, wait, I'm not ready. I've had those moments where I wasn't ready and I lost out on an opportunity because I didn't have the presentation ready. That's the part of being proactive because if you had it prepared already, it will be easier to submit by the deadline. Even if you met the person and they're like, the deadline is in 2 days, you're like, oh, and then you have to work the next 2 days till like 10 o'clock at night. You're like, oh man, I won't be able to submit it in time because by the time you get home, you'll be too tired. You will be too exhausted to create that pitch deck that you have to do to send it in. And you just regret, oh man, I should have been creative. The downtime that you have, take advantage and create all that you have to create because you cannot get it back. You cannot get the time back. And that's one thing, like if you can create time, create time. But if you cannot, the time that you have for free, take advantage. You may have to like create rain checks with your friends. Tell them like, oh, sorry, sweetie, I can't go out this weekend. That's what you may have to do. Tell them that you're sorry, that you have plans, and and the plans are to create content. The plans are to create these documents. The plan are is to create this standard of procedures manual. The plan is to create your business plan. Okay, you may have to, tell your friends, "Hey, girl, I can't go out this weekend." Oh, like I can't make it to brunch. You gotta start saying no to things because these things matter. You cannot be prepared to fail if you fail to prepare. So you need to prepare ahead of time because you cannot fail. You don't have the time, you don't have the excuse to fail. As a woman, if you're watching this video, this content, you don't have the wherewithal to fail. You do not have the wherewithal to fail. I want to make sure I'm perfectly clear in what I'm saying to y'all. You do not have the wherewithal to fail. Best believe that you do not have that opportunity. So the moment that you have an opportunity to be proactive, take advantage. Take advantage, go down to your list and see like what can I check off my list now before my body start acting crazy, my spirit start being depressive for a certain time of the month where you just like, I don't want to do nothing. I want to lay down in the bed. Don't call me, don't talk to me, don't text me, nothing. You will get into this mood and then you get back to your happy-go-lucky mood and you're like, wait a minute, I don't miss all these things on my list. Oh my god. And you start feeling more bad because you were down. Sadly, it's a bodily function that you were down, but now you're like, dang, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. So let's avoid having shoulda, coulda moments. Yeah. And start being more proactive. And a part of having a growth mindset as well is to think that like if I do X, Y, and Z, the result should be ABC, right? So in the mindset of if I do this, this should grow. If I complete these steps that allows me to sell more, then the sales should come in, right? If I don't post, people don't know that I exist. People don't know that I sell something. And if they don't know what I sell, then they can't what? Buy it. So if they cannot buy, if they cannot see, hear what you sell, then they can't buy it. You have to post it often so they know that you are available on the market. The market has to know you are available. The market has to know that you are on the market. They have to know you exist. So, in the spirit of them knowing you exist, it's either like you create the content or you post what you're selling or you don't make money. If you do your part, the sales will come. If you build it, they will come. That's what they say, right? So if you build it, people will come. It is truly that simple. It is truly that simple. It is truly, 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 truly that simple. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right. So if you got this far into this video, I'm so happy that you have made it this far. I want to make sure that I invite you to take my masterclass called the Launch Your Business Unlock Your Potential Masterclass. This is a 3-hour masterclass where I go over how to overcome your limited belief mindset and also how to create your business when it comes to the 5 main important steps in your business, which is we go over branding, we go over marketing, we go over documentation for your business. We go over everything in extreme details. And right now it's only $59 for you to take advantage. It is the first link in the description of this video. Be sure to click on it. If not, go to my website, karizme.com/courses, and you should see it on there for you to register for it. But really, truly, take advantage. It is extremely impactful. It's 3 hours long. It's a lot of information. If you feel like I've given enough information in a 30-minute video like this one, definitely take advantage of this 3-hour concept. I really packed it in there. I think you really enjoy everything that I will be discussing in that masterclass. All right, so now for the last step into how to get comfortable with taking risks is to use success as momentum. Nothing is more rewarding than seeing things happen in your favor. When you know that you have taken the time, that you have taken these small calculated risks, you have created a list of worst case scenarios, and then you research the scenarios, and then you research the solutions to those scenarios, and then you learn from your past mistake and know that you are confident to make choices that will positively impact your business and your goals. And then you know you have a proactive mindset because you're doing things that are proactive to your business that's going to help you in the long run. Good things will happen. And when good things happen, proceed to continue doing the things that made the success happen in the first place. So if you have found a routine that works for you and it has resulted in you getting some type of income or brand awareness, continue doing those same things because the more you keep building, the more they come. And it's a true statement. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you build it slowly, brick by brick, it will happen. And taking the getting comfortable with taking risk is a process. You build confidence by practice. So the more you do certain things that ends up in amazing results, you will unlock your full potential and you will realize I have been holding myself back for so long and it was for no reason. Holding yourself back for so long because you were afraid, and then you realize you were afraid of nothing that was truly that worst case scenario. You're like, wow, I have been holding back. And you start feeling like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe what I think could happen to me is really in my head. A lot of things is it's only here. So you have to rewire yourself to think positively, to think that this is you deserve to have good things happen to you. You deserve to have success. It is it is written. It is written as so. Should you take the proper steps to gain success, it is going to happen for you. You speak it, it will become true. You create actions that create success in your life, and it's a snowball effect. The more good actions that you create that rolls off your tongue so easily, when you start saying like, I am powerful, I am wonderful, I am confident, I am a protector, I am a provider, I am a leader, I speak to women, I elevate women. I help my customers. I deliver my services. I am always on time. All of these things that shifts your mood. It shifts your energy. When you start becoming more positive, it shifts everything else in your life. And you start attracting the right people, the right things, the right environment to help you grow significantly. Again, thank you so much for joining the founders community by subscribing to this channel. Please click on the notification bell to make sure you get notified on any new video that I drop. And I'll see you in the next video.